2 days later. I did not trade yesterday. And did I place any trades the day before? No, I didn't place any trades the day before. Sometimes price likes to do this, so I treat the gaps as liquidity sometimes. And in this case, I would want to see the high that was farmed before that gap was touched. But I said today I'm gonna give you guys the talk, one of the talks that I had, like about advantages and disadvantages in life. Like, I don't think people just talk about it enough. I think every single human being got something, because not everybody got the same advantage, right? That's what makes us different. The fact that we all have our own unique advantage over somebody else. Like you right now watching this video, you know somebody that can't do something that you could do. Bite by bite, one day at a time. I don't even care how long it takes, bro. I just proven to myself that I could manage the prop firm account. Private account is growing pretty nicely, so welcome back to another video. It's currently Wednesday, right? The 22nd of May. Alrighty then. So yesterday all this happened. I think yeah, I saw this yesterday. But I did overtrade yesterday. I did cut my trade early. I went through the emotion already, saying about to go through it again. But it's a new day, brand new approach. Honestly, I don't have an outlook, a bias towards the market. And as over time, maybe price will show me what it want to do. Currently, it kind of look like it want to go up, but then again, I don't too trust this type of price movement to go up. But you never know. Might shoot. I only enter in a trade till after 10. I haven't checked the news as yet. So today we only had CPI for GBP, but that already happened since 2 a.m. Thank God. Oh, we have FOMC meeting minutes today at 2. How fun. So I can try to avoid being in the market at like 2. Try to come out at least 5 minutes before, or maybe 2 minutes before. But yeah, that's what's going on today. News, no outlook, no bias, no clear indication to me where price wants to go. And yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the time when I enter. This is the beauty about having like a structured approach to the markets. Like whenever you're doing your analysis, if you have a certain time that you trade, if you look for certain confirmations before you enter a trade, and you need to see certain things play out, or you don't have a trade, you feel so damn relaxed. Like in times of uncertainty, you feel relaxed because you know when you're uncertain, you're doing one backside. You want to preserve your capital. So yeah, it helps, man. Yeah, so just real quick, let me jump out to the hourly. Yeah, no type of clear indication. It kind of looks like it's doing a little retracement there at 6 a.m. went to the lowest point. Now it looks like it's going up. It did fill this little gap that we have right here. So yeah, it dried out in time. It did fill that gap. It did not run this. I mean, there is still another gap here, right? So price possibly could come down. I don't know if it might want to come down, but no, let's see. I'm still just gonna wait on that. But as I was saying, once you have a structured approach to the market, you feel so relaxed because you know that if you don't have a trade, if you don't have your confirmations, man, you don't have a trade. Really relaxing. Really relaxing. You know when not to trade and when to trade. You know what type of market conditions to avoid. You preserve your capital and you make more money. It sounds ridiculous. Like at first I used to thought, how the backside, if I know I could make $1,000 an hour and I only trade in for 1 hour, how I could possibly make more money than if I trade 10 hours. Trading is not like that. You don't get paid for your time. You get paid for being right. And if it takes you 10 hours to be right, and how much ever you make, you divide it by hour and there's how much you make. Yeah, it's not really about time, bro. You need to take the time to find valuable setups. That plays right back into the conversation I previously had with you with like value and exchanging your time to build value and so on. Same in trading. You gotta find them valuable setups and make the time worth it. So the time you spend looking for the valuable setups, you get paid for that. As how you sell them valuable setups of money. Makes sense. Come back in and tie it in. If you don't really understand what I'm talking about, watch the last video, bro. I make a full breakdown, everything. Anyways, that's gonna be it for now. Once I get a trade, you already know. I'm gonna come back in, check in with y'all, show y'all what the risk parameters is like, who we aiming for, and we gonna watch it play out. Right, but So we're back 2 days later. I did not trade yesterday. And did I place any trades the day before? No, I didn't place any trades the day before. I don't know, 1 minute. That's a very small trade I am, by the way. I just say, 1 to 3. It's a good opportunity. I saw a little bit over 1 to 3. I could aim for real, I'll go back in and adjust it to 18,867 or it's 4th. And the last trade I took was on the 21st. So that was on Tuesday. Today's Friday. I haven't placed the trade on Wednesday or Thursday. Here I am on Friday looking at the charts. So yeah, sometimes the discipline is tested to see how discipline. I ain't going, and to be honest, they had a lot of movement with price. I just didn't find any entries, bro. Like my criteria wasn't being met. Actually, it was being met at some points, but just outside of my time zone or the kill zone that I look for. Anyhow, it's good to remain disciplined sometimes. Rain, tear, and tail. That's why the place so dark. I don't know if you actually can see me properly, but so more importantly though, we're bullish. Possible that we might have a retracement. To this point. If it does, I am out to decide for a small loss. If we continue to push higher, where did I say 65? Okay, so 65 being my first take profit, and the second one is going to be at 86. So that would be a almost 1 to 6. Let's see, I took this trade off of this lower time frame confirmation only, the 1 minute. Given the fact that we're trending up, the market isn't really showing much signs like of willingness to go down, and we had this slight little pullback, if you want to call it, or retracement. I really don't know what's the difference between the two, but this movement here, it was a little bit pulling back. We touched the beginning of that fair value gap right there and started pushing up. So I'm working off of that. I noticed that, well, when I go down to this 1 minute and I do something like this, I'm able to see like highs and lows. So right here, for example, this is like a high. It's like an intermediate high. Like, it's not really valid, but still it is a high. It's not an invalid intermediate high, but it's still a valid high. And maybe here could also be used, but regardless of which one you use, there are highs there, and it was farmed before this gap was touched. So gaps, like I said in previous videos, gaps are, or sometimes they act like liquidity. Price sometimes just like to touch them or take the beginning of the gap, just like how it could take just the tip of liquidity and then reverse. Sometimes price likes to do this, so I treat the gaps as liquidity sometimes. And in this case, I would want to see the high that was farmed before that gap was touched being broken impulsively to the upside, at least a candle close. I had a candle close above it, but immediately had a bear candle after it, which would be this candle close, this candle close, and then this bear candle close immediately after it. So I had a candle close above it, but still when you see like a candle close in your favor above the point that you want, and then an inverse candle close, like kind of canceling out that candle, that's kind of signs of a reverse, but it happens at specific areas. The reason I was expecting a bullish candle at this area was because we had a gap over here and price only touched it on the black candle right there. So I was expecting a little reaction of price, and it did. However, we had a gap in our favor here because remember we're buying from this point. So I see this push up and a gap in the favor right there. Let me just remove all these different things for it, crowd the screen up. So this is the trade, how it's going. I'm not gonna keep the camera running and just wait until this finish. It's not that far of a trade, it only looks up. So we move it from 830 to 865. It's 30 pips. Really and truly not that far of a trade. So it could be one candle, it could be a couple candles. Let me just zoom out from the 1 minute and maybe just let this play out on this chart right here. I'm gonna check back in with you guys in a couple of minutes whether this trade hit take profit or stop loss. Yeah, really glad that I at least got to pull out the camera before the end of the week. If not, I would have been checking in with you guys till next week. So yeah, honestly, when it comes to this stop loss to break even thing, not every trade. Like this one, I don't mind leaving the full risk since the full risk is not that much. You know, it's possible that price might want to come down there, and it is also likely that if price wants to come down there, it would be coming to the stop loss. That's how it is. That's what I like. Anyways, check back in with y'all in a couple. Alright, so real quick, just updating y'all on what happened. Stop loss taken, price daily go anything below where my stop loss was. And it's looking like it won't go up right now, but I ain't taking a chance. Anyhow, just thought, I don't know, I should check back in with y'all, give y'all an update on what's going on. It's Friday, it's almost 2 o'clock, and I don't intend on trading so late on Friday, so I might just call it a good week and definitely come back and do something next week. I don't know if I'm gonna make like one longer videos for days like these where I don't really trade, or just, you know, put out what I have so far. It doesn't have to be a winning video, you know, it's just the truth, the reality of trading. So yeah, took this L. I was uncertain of the entry and price direction because we're still at a all-time high, around all-time high zone. So let's see what happens within the week. But that's gonna be it for this one. Welcome friends to another video. It is currently Monday the 27th of May. Like, I really hope y'all doing great, man. It just feels like a very nice morning. Just wanted to open the camera and start recording a bit earlier than usual. One, because it's a bank holiday today, so I'm not sure if I'll have any trades. And two, yeah, but I just done bid, so you know why I done bid, I gotta come open this camera because it's look different. I don't know about y'all, but whenever I done bid, it's the freshest as be, like, looking wise. I don't know what the ass is happening for the rest of the day, but I'm trying to open this camera when I done bid only. So last week Friday we had a loss, a very small loss. No Nas, as we can see right over here. None too much, you know, none to complain about. This is 11 pips. I think it was like $20 in total because I had 2 trades. But regardless, you know me, I was looking to do the most. I was looking to recover the losses in a timely manner, no rush. But we're going in it to, you know, profit. Cure our capital first and then profit. I think today's gonna be one of them days where I give you all that talk that I had. Just gotta get my thoughts together so I could present it in the form that I remembered. Oh, one thing, like, I'm really beginning to like the YouTube thing. Like, it was supposed to be, well, not supposed to be, but I thought it would be more uncomfortable. Comfortable is not fun, but I still finding parts about it that I like, you know. Talking to the camera, yeah, I like that. Editing, could work with that for now. But most importantly, like the persons that be commenting and you know, saying that they found value in it, or any feedback in general. That's honestly, I thought it would have been me alone just recording, uploading. You know, them is getting YouTube channels with daily might get like 10 views on a video or something. That's what I thought. I thought I would have just go back sometime in the future and just reflect, be like, oh, I remember shooting this video, I remember this day, I remember taking this loss, I remember how I felt, and now I don't feel that way. You know, I could compare, I have like a visual comparison. And at the same time, I thought, you know, why just video record them or journal it when I could post it up where it wouldn't be taking up any storage space in me. There's one. Two, it's possible that I could monetize it. So the YouTube aspect of the YouTube videos was the last things why I posted on YouTube. It was more to document, like a journal. And also I have like a beginners group that, you know, it would be helpful to see the evolution of a trader for them, you know, whether it's psychology, whether it's developing the edge or working on your strategy. I wouldn't be teaching them everything they need to know, but at least they have like a person that they could talk to, like a physical, we could go over something, I could call you on the phone and stuff like that. So just want to be that person for those who are new. I don't want to necessarily call it a mentor, because yeah, I could teach what I know to someone who does not know as much, but am I really like a mentor to to judge or correct, or I can tell you what I do. I can't tell you what is wrong and right. I can't tell you what you shouldn't do, but I can tell you what I don't do. I can't tell you what I think is wrong and right. I can't teach you my ways. It's not saying that my way is the best. It's not saying that my way is the only way. But I guess any guidance is better. I'm not trying to be like a guru to people, trying to let them think that I'm a millionaire or driving whatever. I just showing the people the real side, bro. If I make $100 a week, like $100 a week, I'm posting that shit, because reality of the situation is $100 might not be ideal forex trader money or what everybody posting and sharing, but is more than enough to pay some people bills, mine for example. So they get other people out there who might be looking for the same, $100 a day, $100 a week, wherever the case is, just an extra income until it could become, your main hustle. I don't have $100,000 to put into my trading account so I can make $5,000 a week, but I'ma get there. And these videos is to show people that you don't have to start with the 100,000. You could build yourself up. You can work your way up as long as you practice proper risk management. Anything is possible, bro. Anything. This is a probability game. I want to give it away, but I got something like real different planned for the future, bro. Like, I don't even think I'm going to complete this funded challenge before starting the series, because I think it would be fun to have both running at the same time, because I haven't seen it on YouTube. I haven't seen anyone actually done it. I heard persons talk about doing it. Even I spoke about it in the past, and I decided that this is something that I actually want to do. It's not nothing to do with like being a professional actually, it is still somewhat professional, because in order to successfully complete it, you still have to practice proper risk management. You still have to have discipline, and you still have to work with the rules that I would make to go along with this challenge. But I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be eye-opening. It might bring hope to anybody that's struggling out there, because it's going to bring clarity on how easy it is to be profitable as long as you practice proper risk management. But not gonna draw out these videos too much with me talking and not saying anything of like real value. So I'm going to get myself together and try to remember the points that I wanted to make the other day, and if I don't find any trades today, then we'll just have that talk. Whether I find trades or not, we'll still have that talk. I probably can just run through it while I'm in a trade if I find one. If not, then we're just gonna chill today, It's a bank holiday, US bank holiday, so not really expecting much movement, but we still gotta show up, still gotta record a video, still gotta give value, still gotta help somebody. Just one person a day and all, and I'm good with that. But check back in with y'all in a couple minutes. Welcome back to another video, and today it's currently Tuesday the 28th of May. Yesterday we had no trades, so that's why I didn't open up back the camera. I really wanted to, really wanted to open the camera, but we had no trades. Today, still looking at the market. Don't know if I'm gonna have any trades or not. I could do with another day of not trading, to be honest, but today for sure. Good. I wouldn't believe how long I had to wait this morning before I could open the camera. Then for still got there waiting, cause nice day in the background. Yeah, more nice. But I said today I'm gonna give you guys the talk, one of the talks that I had, like about advantages and disadvantages in life. Like, I don't think people just talk about it enough. But coincidentally, last night I was actually watching a video someone sent, and the person was talking about the things that you're good at, which is similar to the same advantages and disadvantages conversation that I had for y'all. Like, in life, everybody's given some type of advantage, and usually they would like try to tell us that we should treat everybody equal. You shouldn't, not because you nice mean you should act different than somebody who ain't nice facially or is beautiful. Someone who is not beautiful, you shouldn't be acting like you're better than them. Or not because you're strong, you should act like you are better than someone who isn't strong. Or if you have a skill or a talent or whatever, you have a style, whatever the case is, you have an advantage, right? If you think a certain way, you shouldn't believe that you're smarter than other people. But honestly, like, the more you sit and think about it, I think this bullshit. I think every single human being got something, because not everybody got the same advantage, right? That's what makes us different. The fact that we all have our own unique advantage over somebody else. Like you right now watching this video, you know somebody that can't do something that you could do. You know 100 people that can't do something that you could do really, really well, or that you really good in. That's your advantage, and whatever the thing is, capitalize on it. Because the video I was watching last night, she said, if you're an A+ player in one field and you spend time on working in that field, you'll become an A++ player, right? But if you were just a B player or a C player in some field and you like that field, but you notice that you're not as good in that field as you are in something else, you can only be a A player in that other field. And there are loads of other A players. They get people starting at A. That's why you who have an advantage in whatever it might be talking, it might be your looks, it might be a height, it might be a size, it might be something. Something is an advantage. There's a way that you can use that to your benefit. Do that. Trust me. Don't view everybody as equal. Everybody is human, yes. Nobody ain't better than anybody, yes. But we all have differences, and we need to accept that. We need to accept that one person has something that another person does not. But not because person A has something that person B doesn't have mean that's better. No, because person B has something that person A doesn't have either. We need to really focus on ourselves within, and not watch at what people got going on for themselves, because that person just using the advantage. If you try using that person advantage, you will not succeed at what they do. You need to use your advantage to your benefit, and it's really important. When it comes into something like trading or business, for example, if you have someone you know that is in a similar field, if you have someone that could assist you financially, if you know about how you can go about getting a loan for your business or whatever it is, that's an advantage. Knowledge itself is an advantage as well. We need to use our advantages. Your network. If you have a network of people that trade, that invest, that know about the financial markets in general, use them, gain knowledge, gain experience, gain some type of training from them. Use your advantage. If you have an internet connection, if you have a computer or a phone, use that advantage. There are persons in the world that does not have an internet or a phone or anything like internet connection or anything like that, bro. Trust me. The reason why I start talking about advantages, or thought about talking with advantages, is I started to notice something on YouTube. A lot of persons would just video their life, and you could tell that before these people started videoing their life, it was relatively boring. I mean, you had a lot of stuff to do. You might be in a position that you're a little bit financially free and you have more time and money to spend. But what would you do it on? Persons just start picking up a camera and showing their life. That is their advantage. They have a camera, they have the free time. That is their advantage. And persons willing to watch, spend the time. This comes back into the last conversation we had about time, value, and money, right? But you use your advantage or your time to give you value on the advantage that you have. Come on, man. We just add a whole different symbol to the equation. Using your time to work on your advantage to then provide value for money. You're unstoppable then. You're unstoppable then. Because it's something you are already good at and you found value in it. So now you're exchanging the value that you already like, that you are already good at, for money. You can never run out. You can never run out of value. Especially if something you're good at, you like. Something that you have an advantage in. I hope you really be seeing the broader aspect of the conversation I have. Me talking about looks or a physical appearance. Even though if we keep it as basic as that, persons that using their physical appearance or looks to their advantage is also benefiting. Someone who is extremely beautiful, if they don't go into modeling, they're going to end up for a mediocre job, and that's them. That's on them. Nobody's telling them to do that, but you have a higher chance of succeeding if you apply to be a model. You have a higher chance of succeeding if you apply to be a brand ambassador, right? If you are big and strong, if you want to go and work in, I don't know, the office or in some mediocre job, that's on you. You are big and strong. You could be a bodyguard. You could be some big something for some important place. They need big people, but you acting like you ain't big. You acting like you don't have that size and strength. So you just acting like everything equal. Because another fine man next to you get a job too, you must go and get a job too. Use your fucking advantage. Same with MAGA people. They got something out there. I'm MAGA. There are things that you could do, even modeling as well though. Other people can model. You get size and you wanna know what type of advantage it is? Bro, start some type of YouTube. Let people know how it is being somebody with size. I eat maga, like I said just now. I would like to see into somebody's life with size. Yeah, it sounds strange, but you wouldn't know it because you get size. You wouldn't know how a maga person is feel when other people saying, oh, I wish I could be as fine as you, and I'm thinking, I wish I could put on some meat. Show me the meat. You know, you have an advantage, use it, and you don't just pick up a camera and video because you look this way or you feel this way. Bring your style to it. This is you. This is the advantage that you have, and I'm gonna bring it in this style to make persons give their time to the value that I provide, or for the value that I provide. You know, just really hope I get across this. This was not the idea verbatim that I had, but I think I got the message across. Like all I need is this the point and how I feel on the matter. I can't say what I know on the matter because we all learning every day. Right? There's nothing that I know. There's stuff that I learn every day and I can share. But do I know anything? Ignorance is bliss. The more you know, you realize you don't know a lot. So there's a lot more to know. Whatever I got, I can share. I'm not gonna be right all the time. I ain't gonna be wrong all the time. But at least somebody's saying it. And you can take this with a pinch of salt, or you can take it with as much weight as you want. But I really and truly do hope that the way I explain it or what I was saying registered to somebody. Like, please, bro, use the advantage. I've seen girls come on here on YouTube, and you know what's the advantage? They know that men like seeing them in short stuff or like a really tight pants or something and cleavage showing out and stuff. You know what they do? They make that as the thumbnail of the videos and get so many views. So many views. I know a couple channels, even like a Jamaican channel, a spearfishing channel. She just put a lot of photos of her in either her underwear or a short pants or something in the water or next to the water. So you're now imagining her, she's wet, wearing them tight ass clothes and them small ass clothes, and she think she got a nice body, right? At first, looking on, you might be like, I know what she doing. This is like clickbait, or why would she do that? Or if that's your mindset, then you a hater. Trust me. If that is your mindset when you see somebody using their advantage, whether it's a girl using her tits or her backside or whatever it is, if that's your outlook towards it, you are a hater by the core. Let the people use their advantage and let the people them succeed. All them OnlyFans girls, let them. All them Instagram girls, let them. You just gotta find a way to use your advantage, my friend. That's the truth. To be, I got abs. I might start showing y'all up, you know. I got 8 abs. Really weird. The position, a little type of funny, but I'm gonna use my advantages. All. I don't even know why I got this advantage, but I didn't try using it until I know, alright, good, this seems like an advantage because other persons find value in it. Other persons might not have this. And sometimes you don't even know that you have an advantage until you do. Like, you don't know how good someone else is or how bad someone else is at the same thing that you ain't even like, paying attention too much that you're doing really well, that you're really good at. Hey man, I ain't gonna make this drawn out too long, but it's still a trading day. Just really owe y'all a conversation. I'm glad we had that talk, but I'm going to keep monitoring the charts. You know me, I don't place a trade before 10 a.m. so it's currently 8:34 in the morning. Got another hour and a half before I place any trade, so I'm gonna come back in with y'all once we find an opportunity. Definitely can check in with y'all once we get a trade. Alright, so as promised, we're back. We're in a trade. I have a buy limit placed below just in case it come back down, and yes, that would be the parameters of the trade. Take profit all the way above here. Really and truly, I would be aiming for here, this zone right at 18,894 on this chart. But I'm going to see how price reacts and know whether to close the trade or keep it. But we're in this one. Let me just mark up my trade parameters. Is up around how far I got into it. Okay, like at the top of this red candle, which is a little bit late for me, to be honest, but nevertheless I'm still in the trade. This would here, and I'm risking this much. Now this would be a 1-to-1, but the risk as usual is reduced, so I only have a 0.05 lot open, and up here is gonna give me like $40. Here might be about like 20 or 20 something, which I don't mind. Still don't mind. That would still be a 1-to-1, and I would be glad to be out of the trade. I sent this out to the chat. This was like a free and VIP signal, so everyone potentially could have gotten this one. Really glad that I got to get this trade. I don't know if there's English what I just said, but yeah. Before I left, because I'm supposed to leave home, go in town and come back soon. Yeah, so this is the reason why my take profit is at 905. This little gap right there before this bullish candle and this bearish movement. If you ask me why I just do that, I will only be able to tell you that experience. Like, I've seen it react at these areas. I don't know like the technical explanation as to why it reacts at these areas, but if you ask me if I've ever seen it react at these areas, then yeah, a lot of times. So I might want to keep that area as something of interest for the future. I think I could step away from the computer right now and just let the trade play out. Oh, one thing that I must journal. Let me journal that live. If you are not journaling and you trading, then I hope it's demo. And I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way. Like, I hope you're not risking actual funds without like documenting what you're doing with your actual funds. But hey, if you're rich like that, you get to like that, then do your thing. You don't need to listen to anybody. I didn't need to listen to anybody. It took me 5 years because I ain't fucking listen. But don't listen to me. By all means, go ahead. Go right ahead, my boy. Go right ahead. Bearish reversal. Okay. What confirmations do I have? I only went out to the 4-hourly, to be honest, because I know the daily won't show me much information in general. We just been in an uptrend. It's healthy movement, and yeah, we're also at all-time highs. So yeah, starting on the 4-hour, I noticed we had this bearish candle. Wasn't an area of resistance, so the bearish candle might not mean as much as if it was at an area of resistance, like directly taking liquidity or something. There is a fair value gap located a little bit below price. That price hasn't touched us yet at 18,772. This is on the 4-hourly though. Jumping down to the hourly, it kind of looks like the same gap was like touched once. Price could still want to come back down into that area, but just with the basic knowledge of how I trade fair value gaps, I would hope it does not, and I would think that it would not want to come down there before maybe taking liquidity in the upside, or at least filling a gap. But prices do it want to do the end every day. So now coming down to the 50-minute from the hourly, I'm able to see a little bit more detail, a little bit more price action, a little bit more gaps and stuff being filled. Liquidity is taken with this bearish candle, this very impulsive bearish candle. By the way, the volume for that bearish candle is like huge, right? And the next volume bar is huge as well, but the candle isn't like, it's not relatively large enough to suit this volume bar. I hope you guys could see it. Volume bar at the bottom here, it's dark. This being the first volume bar with the large candle, this being the second volume bar with the not so large candle. So sometimes that might be telling me that price might not want to push beyond that point. It also took liquidity to the downside, so there, all there, all there, all there, here and here and here. So price did a good sweep. The only thing that survived is below there, but price did a very, very good sweep on liquidity, so it might, according to my trading logics, want to go up. Another thing that gave me confirmation is, even though we have this fair value gap here, like I said, I look at fair value gaps and liquidity, internal liquidity, like interchangeably. So a gap being taken impulsively with a fair value gap in the opposite direction, to me, is the same thing as price just moving up past a recent high with a fair value gap. So I like to see gaps being filled by gaps, in the direction that I'm hoping price goes. So that's why I know it doesn't appear on the 15-minute, but once I drop down to the 5-minute, it appears. Right now, if this candle closes where it is and the next candle keep going up, then that would have a gap there, and I might want to, actually I don't want to say I might want to hold this trade for longer, but that's all confirmations that I've noticed while trading. You see gaps heading in the direction that you want price to go, large gaps at that, large candles, liquidity was taken and all these things. Price tends to move a good portion. It's not just manipulation, it's full blown liquidity sweep, you know. So I hope I ain't confusing anybody, but I ain't gonna record and explain too much. Let's go back to journaling. So I had a gap right here on the 5 minute that made me think, okay, so here's a gap, and right at the beginning here's a gap too. If this get left open and nothing closing inside it, this bull candle didn't close, this wick didn't close in it, this other wick didn't close in it, I was like, okay, this gap valid. So I watched to see if price would reject on this candle right here. I wanted to get in, but I was like, man, but this gap, taking this gap after it took liquidity, is just like when I explained a high needs to be farmed before the liquidity on the downside was taken. So this here, a high needed to be farmed. So this is a high, right? But once this same movement got gaps as well, and them gaps get taken before that high, I look for an entry below where them gaps get taken. Might be a little confusing. Some might be like, oh yeah, I get that, I could try that, and I hope you do, because it giving good results. If your strategy ain't giving good results, if your strategy works fine, then hey, don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But yeah, I'm going to let this chart run, do its thing, and set my alerts. I know I'm still journaling. Why I can't set alerts? Oh, right. Yeah, I know I'm still journaling. So 5 minute fair value gap, 15 minute volume bar. Yes, minute volume bar. I also have good volume for the buys from this area specifically after it take liquidity, so that's good. So all of that could work as confirmation. So what we have, 5 minute liquidity, 5 minute fair value gap, 50 minute liquidity, 50 minute fair value. No, we didn't have 50 minute fair value. Impulsive candle. We had a 5 minute impulsive candle. Everything low, bro. It's not me. And we had 15 minute volume as well. So great. What is my time frame? 5. This is at solely 5, but 15 minutes as well, because I'm aiming based on the 15 minute and 5 minute. This is a 1-to-1 at TP1. I don't know how long I will hold it, but it's a 1-to-1 for now. I can't put pip gain because I don't know if I won the trade or not, and I'll document my emotions after the trade is complete. So I'm gonna leave this here, come back in and check you guys out in the next couple minutes. Hey friends, we're back, and I was tagged out in this trade at break even, of course. Yeah, stop loss was just where this is, because on MT5 it's showing that I entered the trade somewhere like around this level. You get the idea. Right there. So I brought my stop loss to like right there above break even, and this price action took me out. Kinda looking like it wants to go back up, but I ain't really seeing no confirmation. Actually, wait, hold on. I always say I ain't seeing no confirmation to go back long, but earlier I was talking about this fair value gap covering this fair value gap, and this is a fair value gap that is covered by this fair value gap. So once price retrace into that fair value gap there, I could go long, just like how I go long A, right? Because it's still, I didn't lose anything for the day. I just didn't make anything for the day. My risk parameters does allow me to take 2 trades per day. It's just I just take 1 and be contented. I think I'm gonna go back in, and stop is gonna be like right below here. God, let me be honest with you, buddy. Let me be honest with you. I can be honest with you. Yeah, but I just come back from down. I didn't check in this chart. If I did check in it, it would just be sweet and over like heart rate up. But I like how it's looking right now. Let me just chop down to a minute. That's very impulsive, my dude. It's very, very impulsive beer action, you know. Maybe it comes down a little bit more, and maybe I get the opportunity to. I might also send this back out to the chat for those who didn't bring this stop loss to break even. But then again, when you come out here on a 15, you see this high here is taken, right? But no candle close above it. That's no willingness to stay above that point to me. You know? It's no willingness to stay above that point. Not even like one small candle close up there, and then, you know, we had a little retracement or something. Nah, not a close. You had wicks above that point, yes. Right? I know it's not straight line, but if it dried straight out, nothing close in the top end. So will I want to go back into that trade or not? I don't know. Currently I'm not in any trades. My capital is protected. Oh yeah, I have a buy limit at the bottom here. I forget about that. I completely forget about it. How good the price do we gotta do then? If it come down to the buy limit, that's good. I went up, the equity was like 360 because this trade went in a lot of profit. But yeah, that's always go, man. You win some and you don't lose or win some. This is a first. Because we're trying to minimize the losses, you know? We're trying to mitigate them losses, bro. So as it is, it's either you win some or you not win or lose some. You just break even. You win some, you break even some. Alright. I'm going to keep this chart open. Probably not going to keep recording based on time or anything like that. But I'm gonna keep the chart open. And if, oh my god, if I get a trade, I'm gonna open back the camera. I'm gonna show you guys risking capital twice for the day. You could tell me anything, but yeah, we're sticking within the risk parameters, just bluffing. Yeah, that's it. That's gonna be it for now. Catch y'all when I catch y'all. Just thought y'all deserve this update. I closed this trade. I closed this just before it come down. I probably closed it like on this candle right here, and it didn't quite activate it. This candle right here would activate the trade. Stop loss would be right below here. Would still be in the trade. It would be negative, but I am good with this. It was a break-even day. Copy this link like that, and just whoop-de-doo for a nigga like you. Right in there. Pip gain. Let me see what 5 pips. 1 to 1 still was too much. It was not a 1 to 1. It was not a 140. This is like a 1 to 2 I was aiming for. If I was aiming for a 1 to 1, however, hope we learn. But I was aiming for a 1 to 2. No use in denying it. But definitely would have hit stop loss there. But thank God I can get to put BE. Oh, for those who like remember me talking about my sample size, and I need a sample size of 30 before I can change anything, I reached my sample size. So that's why I'm able to move my stop loss to break even. And I like the results, but the results showed that moving my stop loss to break even, while it will reduce the amount of trades that go to take profit for me, that's no doubt, it will also reduce the amount of trades that go to stop loss for me. And the beautiful thing about trailing your stop loss to break even is that you're able, or you're given the chance to get back into the trade, as long as you see, you know, confirmation that the price would like to move in your direction after coming back to your entry. Then, you know, you have total freedom to go back in. And I don't just bring my stop loss directly to break even, I take it just a little bit above, so I could cover spread, commission, and even make a small, you know, profit off of the trade. So yeah, I like the results so far. So far I've brought stop loss to break even for 2 trades in my new sample size, and both times it prevented my stop loss from getting hit. Instead of just stop me out of the trade prematurely and then the trade go to my take profit, yeah, it actually prevent me from getting stopped out. I believe that, and I'm being honest with you, I believe that more could be done, especially with trades like this, because I see this happen often. There is usually a target before my target, so I'm usually aiming either too big for the move, and the move is only willing to go that much pips from my entry, and this is not a guessing game. This is all, you know, studied my results, studied my trades, and I documented this, and I was able to learn this about my trade and my trading style. So from the point where I enter, price doesn't always give me that big move. Initially, that's why at the beginning of these videos it would look like I was aiming for too small or too little, because I would aim for about quarter of the move that price actually decides to move that day, and I'm a day trader, I'm not a scalper. So sometimes I would catch 100 or 200 pips, yeah, but the thing is, catching them 100 and 200 pips is kind of game mindset changing. You know, you want these bigger moves. You don't mind seeing your profits. Like, I don't mind seeing my trade in profits for a while and then coming back negative and then going back positive. But at the set time, studying my results, I was able to see that, okay, I do have trades that go close to my take profit, come back to break even, and then go to take profit. That is completely true. But what I also notice is I have more trades going to take profit and then going to stop loss because I'm aiming too high, then I have those that are going to take profit coming back, not going to stop loss, and then going to take profit. So am I willing to risk 2 trades, right? So let's say I have 10 trades I'm taking. Out of the 10, 2 of them gonna go to my take profit, come back to my break even, and then go to take profit. 4 of them are going to go close to my take profit and then go directly to my stop loss, right? So I would profit the 2 take profit but lose 4 if I don't move my stop loss, right? And it's not always the case where the trades that I'm profiting will make back up for the 4. I always keep my risk small, right? But my risk to reward is sometimes 1-to-1 for the case like here. If it was 1-to-1, I would have, profited with this trade. In this case, it's just a break even, but in the cases before where I didn't move my stop loss, it would have been a loss because I like riding the trade out. It has to hit stop loss or take profit. I'm not closing it in between, But it's a good thing to see some changes that you make, small changes, relevant changes to your own strategy is benefiting you in real time. Everything is also journaled. So it's not like a random decision that I'm making and I can't track this random decision, or I can't track the results or how it affects my strategy. No, everything is planned, everything is journaled, everything is strategic. I'm trying to build a system and work with that system. Let me show y'all, by the way, I forgot to show y'all the signal that I sent out. So this is the free chat. Let me just head on over to, we be active on Telegram, I'm telling you. But right, so this is the VIP. I sent this signal out at 10:36 a.m. I really hope y'all can see because it's real bright out here and I can't really see properly. But I sent this signal at 10:36 a.m. That was around 10:36. That would be like, at the end of this candle, at the beginning of this candle. But I was more at the end of this candle because the side coming down and it was like a buy at 18,830. So yeah, it was at the end of this bearish candle right there. Let me zoom in. This guy right here, right? And I sent the stop loss and take profit afterwards. Take profit was sent at 18,905 right here. And yes, it's 18,905 is the take profit, and stop loss 18,790, which would be right where it is right now. So I told them I was in. I sent them a screenshot how it's going. About 25 minutes later, 25 minutes later we were in profit in this trade, and it didn't yet reach that high, which it took very mediocrely. But yeah, and I also sent a screenshot telling them that I brought stop loss to break even and we are now risk free. I was thinking about going back in this trade, but no, stop and get some help. It's too far to 4 in the afternoon. If I don't see a trade, I don't have any more trade. I'm good. This sell was amazing though. Like I ain't even cap. This video must be about an hour long. Yeah, this video about an hour long. And good luck, buddy. But yeah, manage risk really well. It was a good day. It was a very good day trading. If I don't see any more opportunities, then that will be it for this video. If I do see another opportunity, then I'm coming back in, giving y'all the update. You know it's who times 2. Any guy is watching as a classic, but the video didn't end and I am back in the trade. This price thought I wouldn't take it back in the trade. I know they thought I wanted to go back in it, but now I still believe that it's going to go where I thought it's gonna go. At least here, might go above. This might be one of them trades that shoot, but as you can see here, price eventually came beyond and stopped me out on like this move right here and went for the stop loss. Took the stop loss, had gaps, and what happened in here? Gap. And you know me, I treat gap staking over gaps as gap staking over highs. So I enter back. The honest truth is I did not call this out to the community, so I am probably the only person getting back in this one. The good news is nobody got stopped up. Everybody brought stop losses to break even. We in this trade. Let me just show you what's going on with the balance. So I made back that $30 that I had in profit this morning and a little bit more. That means it just touched the zone, right? The zone that I had marked up. And this is very nice impulsive movement. Like, it is great. We are approaching the level where I think price might go and then reverse. But like I said, once it reached to this zone, I'm also gonna watch it. I'm thinking about trailing my stop loss now to break even. Because why not? Why be in, not break even, sorry, above break even, right here. Why be in a trade with all that risk, you know? If it goes above the recently formed, not recently formed highs, but these highs, then how much would that be? $22 on my personal, and on here it'll be $49. Not bad. That would be less than $100 for me to pass the challenge. Hey, I've been in this zone before so many times that I don't even know what to expect from, because I've been here. I've been $100 short of my target to pass phase 1. I've been holding this account now for over a month, and well, the 10th of next month will make 2 months. Wow. I mean, I'm in profit, which is I'm thankful for. So still taking it bite by bite, one day at a time. I don't even care how long it takes, bro. I just proven to myself that I could manage the prop firm account. Private account is growing pretty nicely, so they ain't really bothering me. Surviving, more than surviving, but glad I wasn't scared of going back in. Pretty glad that I wasn't scared of going back in. I don't like how long this price is taking to run that high, if it's gonna run that high. Like all these little candles right there. Well, let me see. Sometimes they give you a little jiggity down to the downside and biggity bop to the upside. So what am I doing, you might ask? This price could come all the way back down here and then choose to go up. Yes, true. And I could just be out of this trade with this profit. But discipline there is. I mean, alright. Yeah, watch me argue with myself. My first take profit is hit. If I'm in this trade too long, it is greed. It's not because I know it's gonna come up here. There is no guarantee in trading. I knew it was gonna come here, it come, and it respected that area. What am I going to leave this trade for more profits, or am I going to close it now? I think it's best that I close. Like, what would you do at this moment? I mean, I consider in holding, I even consider going back, only because of that break-even trade. I mean, honest with you. So I guess break-even is do something for the psychology as well, you know? All these different benefits to just learning your strategy. What I wouldn't want to see is impulsive bearish candles from this point. Currently, it's not impulsive. That's why I'm even considering holding the trade. But that's what I wouldn't want to see. So as long as price does not get impulsively bearish, even if it get a little bit more bearish with some smaller bear candles, I won't mind. But impulsively bearish, nah man. I don't see me holding a trade after that. Oh, what time is it? Oh, someone just asked. Alright, I gotta go. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. This is between the hours when I trade. I am not apologizing. I'm out. Stick to my rules. Like, stick to my loop. And that's it. I'm out to that trade. Because I see it's 4 o'clock. Not because I'm nervous or anything like that. Signs a tug OG, double OG, triple OG. I don't even know what it means, but still good, man. Still good. A good trade. Even though I was aiming for above there, I got 905. Must have got. Where did I get that? That's almost 905 over here. Alright, yeah, we got out there. 70 to 30. That's 1 to almost 1 to 2, or 1 to 1.8. I didn't have any losses today, so I can't say that I recovered losses. What I can say is today was a W. You know, I don't know how I'm going to journal. Oh, I can just write it down because I can't put 2 entries on the same day in the journal. Everything has to be the same confirmation. That's the way I built it. You know, for scalpers who take multiple trades per day, then you might want to build it different, where, you know, instead of just one risk to reward ratio, you're able to input multiple risk to reward ratio. Because if I change this, it just changes the one. See? So you might want to put one of your trades that was a 1 to 5, one that was a 1 to 3, one, you know. You might want to document your different confirmations. You might want to document your setup type, the trade grade, the date, and the instrument might be the same if you're trading the same thing on the same day. If you're a scalper, then yeah, presumably. And you might want to have your before and after screenshots a bit more sectioned off so that you would see the different trades them, and it won't just look like one big paragraph of links or one big link come together. Shit, y'all catching me lacking again. I did not complete journaling yesterday. Still have the RR to put, still have the pip gain or loss. Well, I think yesterday was a loss, a small loss, and the notes. So I'm gonna do that. We get to that. There's just some notes I'm gonna put in there. But for real this time though, that's gonna be the end of the video. I know this video real long, but hey, had to make sure everything get to out there to the right. Gotta give it. Value takes time. I gotta commit the time. But that'll be it for this one. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
Bye, have a great time.